Are you a cat magnet? Some lucky humans find that they can't leave the house without attracting strange cats. The animals seem to sense their aura from miles away and come up begging for snacks or pets. But what gives these people their intense feline charisma? And if you don't have this mysterious ability, then how can you increase your attractiveness to cats and start getting some of that attention? From how you smell to how you dress and more, we're going to look at 10 reasons why some people get more feline attention than others. Number 1. Check your body language. Sometimes cat-attracting powers can be more like a curse than a gift. People who hate cats or have allergies often become unwilling cat magnets. The moment they enter a room, every feline makes a beeline straight for them. Why do cats target the one person who clearly doesn't want them around? The answer is body language, and it's completely counterintuitive. Humans and cats have opposite social signals. When we like someone, we go outward. We talk, make eye contact, lean in, and get closer. But cats evolved as solitary hunters. When they want to show friendship, they go inward by stopping negative behaviors. A friendly cat will avoid direct eye contact, shoot quick glances, then look away, and sit still at a respectful distance. Sound familiar? That's exactly how a cat hater behaves, trying to communicate, "Please leave me alone." Meanwhile, cat lovers do everything wrong from a feline perspective. They stare directly at cats, talk loudly, and rush over to pet them. To a cat, this screams threat or overly aggressive human. The irony is perfect. If you want cats to leave you alone, be loud and approach them directly. If you want to befriend a cat, ignore them completely and let them come to you. Play hard to get and you'll become a cat magnet. Number 2. Do you have any food? This is the most likely reason why a strange cat will approach you. Cats are opportunistic foodies who will go the extra mile for a tasty treat. If you're carrying food when a cat approaches, you can safely assume they're after their share. This is especially true if you're eating something cats naturally love. The usual suspects are meat and fish, but cats also go crazy for cheese, dairy products, and surprisingly olives, which can have a similar effect to catnip on some kitties. But what if you don't have food on you? Remember, a cat's sense of smell is incredibly powerful. If you ate something appealing recently, they might smell it on your breath or detect crumbs on your clothes. Even the faintest scent of tuna from your lunch sandwich could be a cat beacon. Cats also have excellent memories when it comes to food sources. If you've ever given treats to a stray before, they'll remember you and approach again. They might even have witnessed you feeding other cats and marked you as a reliable food provider. Once you're on their soft touch list, expect regular visits from the local feline community. The good news? Being seen as the neighborhood cat benefactor means you'll never lack for furry companionship. It's a small price to pay for those spontaneous purring sessions. Number 3. Are you a cat parent? Your cat has been advertising you to the entire neighborhood without you knowing it. If you have a cat at home, strange cats are more likely to approach you because you're literally wearing invisible feline endorsements. Cats scent mark their favorite humans by rubbing their heads against your ankles, releasing pheromones from special glands in their cheeks. This scent clings to your clothes even after you leave the house. While your human friends can't detect it, thankfully, it's like a glowing neon sign to other cats. These pheromones are like a feline social media post, sharing key information: your cat's health, mood, age, and relationship status. Strange cats will smell that you've been claimed by another cat and may approach for a closer sniff to get all the hot gossip about your furry housemate. This is especially true if you have unneutered cats whose scent profiles are particularly interesting to other felines. But even spayed and neutered cats leave their mark, and that mark tells the story of a happy, well-cared-for pet. When a strange cat approaches you, they're essentially reading your cat's review. 5 stars. This human provides excellent chin scratches, premium kibble, and warm laps. Highly recommend. You've been pre-approved by the feline community as certified cat-friendly. Number 4. What do you look like? Ever had a cat treat you like their long-lost best friend from the moment you meet? You might be a victim of adorable mistaken identity. Cats aren't great at distinguishing between humans, for the same reason we sometimes mix up cats with similar markings. If a strange cat seems unusually obsessed with you, something about you likely reminds them of someone they love. Maybe you share the same hair color as their favorite human, wear a similar style jacket, or have the same height and build. But it goes deeper than just looks. Cats are scent-oriented creatures, and smell often trumps sight. If you use the same cologne, body wash, or laundry detergent as their owner, you might trigger a powerful sense of recognition. Imagine their excitement. Suddenly, their beloved human appears in a completely different location. This explains why some cats will immediately rub against strangers, purr loudly, or even try to follow them home. They're not being forward. They genuinely think they've found their person in an unexpected place. The most heartwarming cases involve cats who've lost their owners. These cats might approach anyone who shares even the smallest similarity, a familiar voice tone, walking style, or clothing color, hoping against hope that their special person has returned to them. Number 5. What do you smell like? Want to become irresistible to cats? The secret might be hiding in your medicine cabinet and cologne collection. Everyone knows about catnip, but that's not exactly a popular human fragrance. However, mint is, and it happens to be catnip's botanical cousin. While it doesn't create the same euphoric high, many cats still find mint irresistible. So that minty fresh toothpaste or chewing gum might be sending come-hither signals to every cat in the vicinity. Then there's valerian root, commonly found in herbal sleep teas. This stuff is so appealing to cats that animal rescuers use it as bait when trying to trap strays and ferals. If you're a chamomile tea drinker, you might unknowingly be broadcasting free cat drugs here. But here's the most bizarre cat attractant of all: Calvin Klein's obsession for men. This luxury cologne has gained a cult following in the feline world, especially among big cats. Zookeepers regularly spray it around lion and tiger enclosures as enrichment because the cats go absolutely wild for it. In 2018, wildlife officials in India actually used obsession as bait to capture a problem tiger terrorizing local villages. So if you're wondering why cats seem magnetically drawn to you, check what you're wearing. You might be accidentally broadcasting on the feline frequency with your everyday scents. Number 6. What are you wearing? There's a reason that they call it a catwalk. Although cats don't wear clothes, they often have a fascination with certain types of fashion, although it's not exactly because they like the look. Cats are instinctively attracted to small, fast, and erratically moving objects, because that's what mice and small birds tend to look like. This is what's behind the feline fascination with toys like feather wands and laser pointers. And it's why, if you notice yourself attracting a lot of kitty attention, you might want to look at what you're wearing. Trailing shoelaces, hanging loose threads, or even dangly jewelry or braids can trigger this instinct in a cat and make them think that it's time for play. If the cat following you seems to be staring at you intently, has their ears pointed forwards, and is making short jumping and pouncing movements, then this strongly suggests that they're thinking of you as their new plaything. Shiny items of clothing or jewelry are also likely to attract a cat, especially if there is some kind of mirror effect or something that refracts light, as this can create patterns of light on the ground that have the same effect on cats as the red dot of a laser pointer. Cats also love exploring different textures like fleece, wool, or corduroy with their paws. Finally, cats see blues and yellows most clearly, while reds and oranges appear muted to them. This means cats are naturally drawn to people wearing bright blue jeans, yellow jackets, or navy clothing. Even patterns like stripes can create visual movement that catches their hunting-focused attention. So if you step out wearing blue jeans with a yellow raincoat and notice yourself getting extra feline attention, now you know exactly why. You've accidentally dressed in cat vision colors. Number 7. Where are you? Cats are like everyone else. When they see a new person on their turf, they get curious. Cats are famously territorial and will often consider not only the area that they live in, but also all objects and people in it to be part of their territory, regardless of what the people themselves think about it. If you show up in a new area and notice a cat coming up to you and trying to rub against your legs, then it's likely that they're just trying to inventory their territory and have noticed a new person that they need to add to their collection. Location matters more than you might think when it comes to feline encounters. You're much more likely to get attention from cats in older established neighborhoods where generations of felines have claimed their turf, compared to brand new developments where cats haven't yet mapped out their territories. Timing plays a role too. Cats are naturally most active during dawn and dusk, their prime hunting hours, which means they're also more social and curious about newcomers during these times. Cats are also naturally drawn to warm, sunny patches, elevated areas like steps or low walls where they feel secure, and peaceful locations away from heavy traffic. Cats are also curious in general. We've all heard the phrase, "Curiosity killed the cat," and sometimes a new person, especially if they come with an interesting new scent that they haven't smelled before, will be compelling enough that the cat decides to follow them just to find out more about them. Number 8. What's your garden like? Not all strange cats are encountered on the street. Some will track you down in your home. If your garden seems to be the top hangout spot for all the cool cats in your neighborhood, then you might want to look at your landscaping. Cats are naturally drawn to gardens that feel like mini wildlife preserves. Dense foliage provides perfect hunting grounds for mice and birds, while overgrown shrubs create an elaborate playground of hiding spots and climbing opportunities. That slightly wild corner of your yard where you've been meaning to trim the bushes? To a cat, it's paradise. Different plants send different signals to cats. Aromatic herbs like mint, rosemary, or lavender can attract curious felines, while tall grasses sway in ways that trigger their prey drive. Even your compost pile might be a cat magnet if it's attracting insects and small creatures. Water features like bird baths, small ponds, or even dripping faucets are irresistible to many cats. They provide fresh drinking water and attract birds that cats find fascinating to watch. Of course, if you've ever left food out for a stray cat, word spreads faster than neighborhood gossip. Cats may not have smartphones, but their communication network is surprisingly efficient. One grateful visitor can quickly become a regular parade of feline friends, each hoping to score their own meal. Whether this transforms your garden into a delightful cat sanctuary or an overwhelming responsibility depends entirely on your perspective and your budget for cat food. Number 9. What do you sound like, and how are you feeling? What do birds, mice, and rats and rabbits have in common? They're all animals that cats would hunt in the wild, and they all make high-pitched, squeaking noises. Because of their hunting instincts, cats are highly sensitive to high-pitched sounds, which is why making kissy noises is such an effective way to get their attention. If you enjoy whistling while you walk or listening to music with lots of treble, you might be unknowingly broadcasting on the feline frequency. Cats can detect sounds up to 64,000 Hz compared to our 20,000 Hz, so they can often hear your music even through headphones. Everyday sounds like the crinkle of plastic packaging might remind them of treat bags being opened, sending them running toward you with hopeful expectations. But cats aren't just listening to what you're doing. They're also reading how you're feeling through your scent. When you're relaxed and happy, your body chemistry is completely different from when you're stressed. Cats can literally smell these emotional changes in your sweat and pheromones. A calm, content person gives off chemical signals that say safe space to a cat, while someone who's stressed releases stress hormones like cortisol that cats detect immediately. This is why you might notice cats approaching you more often when you're having a peaceful day in the park versus rushing through the streets feeling frazzled. They're actually reading your biochemical emotional status. Number 10. Special circumstances and the magic touch. The super senses of cats go beyond being able to smell your emotions. Your hormones change dramatically when you're expecting a baby, and these changes start happening long before you show any visible symptoms. Many cat owners report that their pets seem to know about their pregnancy before they did, becoming extra protective or affectionate. While it's debated whether cats can actually hear a fetus's heartbeat, their incredible hearing means they're picking up sounds and vibrations we can't perceive. What's more certain is that pregnant women release different pheromones that cats easily detect. Some cats respond by becoming more social and protective, possibly triggered by the same instincts that make feral females band together to raise kittens. But sometimes the reason cats are drawn to certain people remains beautifully mysterious. Some individuals just seem to have a natural magnetism that speaks to cats in ways we can't fully explain. Maybe it's a combination of body language, scent, voice tone, and energy that creates the perfect feline attracting storm. If you're one of those lucky people who cats find irresistible, consider it a special gift. Whether it's science or magic, or a little of both, you've been chosen by the most discerning creatures on the planet. And that's something worth celebrating. The next time a random cat walks up to you, remember, it's not magic. There are real reasons cats find you irresistible. Have you ever had a surprise cat encounter? Share your story in the comments, and don't forget to hit like so more cat lovers can join in. And here's a secret. Female cats have some bizarre habits they only show to their favorite humans. Tap the next video to uncover those hidden behaviors. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep attracting those whiskers.